Ever tried to use ChatGPT for creative writing like blog posts or emails or social media posts and found it to be a little bit lacking, kind of a bit meh? It doesn't quite capture that human writing style. It doesn't sound like you at all, and you can spot it from a mile away. Well, you're in luck. I'm Marius from Digital Flowcraft, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a custom GPT that you can use in future that will mimic your writing style. It will be based on the way you write. All right, so the first thing we want to do in this case is gather some samples of our writing. So if you have some blog posts or maybe some emails, maybe some chats, if you don't have any samples of your writing, then you'll have to write a sample of how you want your GPT to write for you in future. So write in your own writing style the way you want it to output in future. Put that all into a Google Docs document. So just have a blank document and add all your writing samples in there, and then name it something like My Writing Samples. I've already done that, so I'm just going to open a Finder window over here and just take this writing style sample and pull it into ChatGPT in a new chat. All right, so once the file's uploaded, what we'll then do is go over to this Google Doc. I'll provide it in the description for you down below, and just copy this first blue prompt over here. It's a prompt I've designed for you, so it's quite extensive. You just copy the whole prompt and paste this into ChatGPT. Boom. So once we have that, we can submit it. And what this prompt will do is it will take that file that you've uploaded with your writing style sample and then analyze your writing style for you and provide an analysis of your style for you in the response. Along with that, it will also give you a prompt that you can use for instructions. Okay, so once that's done, you'll have a detailed style analysis in the response here. It has gone and taken that file that you've uploaded with the samples inside, and it's analyzed it as a linguistic expert, and it's gone and created a complete style guide and style analysis for you. And then at the end of this, you should also have a prompt that you can use to replicate your writing style. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy that over and paste it into a new Google Docs document. Okay, so once you've pasted it into the Google Docs, we now want to export it again. So just name it something like My Writing Style, and then just export that as a PDF again. So you just go down to download and click PDF document. I've already done that. Okay, so once you have the file ready, then start up a new chat and just drop your new PDF file into this new chat as well. So my writing style, I'm just going to pop that into this new chat. All right, so once the PDF has been uploaded, the next thing we want to do is go over to the document that I provide in the description below, and then we will just copy this green prompt, the second prompt that I've provided in the document for you. Just copy that and paste it into the ChatGPT chat window and submit. So what this prompt will do is it will now take that prompt or that writing style guide that we've created, and it will create some custom instructions in XML for your custom GPT. So it's formatted in a good way, and it is clear instructions on how to write like you. All right, so once it's done responding, you should have an XML block of code like this that contains the instructions for your custom GPT. Then just copy the code and then open the sidebar on the left here and scroll down. If you have a lot of custom GPTs, you might have to scroll for a bit, but we're looking for this Explore GPTs option over here. Click on that. And then in the top right-hand corner, you'll see Create, a white Create button. If you're in dark mode, I don't know what it looks like in normal mode. But in any case, you'll see the Create button. Click on that, and then we come to this screen. You might end up on this screen over here, which is where you can chat and build your custom GPT by chatting to the interface. But I prefer to just go over here and configure it myself. So first thing, let's name our GPT. You can come up with any name you want, but like, let's say, write like me GPT, because that rhymes. And then add a quick description, a GPT that writes in my tone and style. That should be fine. And then you want to take the instructions that you've just copied, that XML block that you've just copied, and paste it into the box that says instructions. Okay, so now we have our main instructions for our GPT in there. You can go through that if you want to fine tune it and make sure. And if you ever want to change it in future, this is where you'll come and do it in the instructions box. Don't worry too much about the conversation starters over here, but you can add something like just start or initiate or something like that in this box over here. And that'll add a little button over here that you can just click to start the GPT. It's not necessary, but sometimes it's nice to have. Now, the next thing we want to do is upload the files over here. So while we're giving it instructions and detailed instructions at that, we also want to add some knowledge files for its reference so it has a better idea. So we want to upload those samples that you've created in the first place and also the style guide. And there's an extra file that I'm going to show you now that you also want to upload. So what we're going to upload here is my writing style and my writing style sample. Those are the two PDFs that you've created previously. And then also this file that I've created for you. You can upload that or you don't have to, but it's just a long list of words. I think about 347 of them that ChatGPT loves to use, words like tapestry and a bunch of others. That just makes it obvious that you've used ChatGPT to write. So I like to include this in GPTs that do any kind of creative writing for me to help it avoid those words as much as possible. So you don't have to upload this, but it's a good thing to do. I'll provide the file for you in the description as well. So let's just open those three files. Okay, so now it's uploaded the files. We have our knowledge in place. We have our instructions in place. Let's just quickly use DALL-E to create a custom avatar for this particular one, just to make it look a bit nicer. All right, so now it's created the little avatar for us. It's a nice pop art looking, splashing colors pen avatar, looking great. We have an avatar, that's good. So just scroll down and remove the DALL-E image generation over here. I don't feel that's necessary in a writing GPT. You can leave it in there. It's not detrimental, but at the end of the day, we might as well remove it. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done. In this case, you can test it on the right-hand side over here, but I feel it's going to be pretty good enough to start off with. And we can just go ahead and click this create button at the top right-hand side. And then in this case, select only me because only you are going to write with this. You don't want to make it public or make it available to anybody that has a link. So just save it as only me. Perfect. And once that's saved, then we have this option to view GPT, or you can copy a link to it. But let's just click view GPT, and there you have your custom GPT that will write like you. Now, just to give it a quick try over here, what we're going to do is just open a new window with a new chat in it. And this is just your normal ChatGPT 4.0 interface. We want to now do a little A/B test to see if it writes in a different style. Because what's the point of creating a GPT that if it doesn't write in a different style to the normal ChatGPT that we have available? So let's just say, write a paragraph about AI automation in the one window. And then copy that over, and we're also going to try that in our new custom GPT. So let's get that going, and we're off to the races. Okay, so here we have the output of the normal instance of ChatGPT 4.0. And as you can see, it's created a very long paragraph, as it likes to do. Try getting ChatGPT to create short paragraphs. It's not as easy as it sounds. But in any case, in its normal style, a long paragraph, and it reads, AI automation refers to the use of artificial intelligence to perform tasks and processes without the need for constant human intervention. By combining machine learning, natural language processing, and decision-making algorithms, AI automation enables businesses and individuals to streamline workflows, enhance efficiency, and reduce repetitive tasks. As you can see, very long sentence, very long paragraph, and written kind of in its bland, usual style. Okay, so now let's compare that to the output that it gave in my custom GPT that I've just created. In this case, you can see it's definitely written something completely different. It says, "Welcome to the world of AI automation. Imagine having a super efficient assistant who never takes a coffee break." Well, that's AI automation for you. This technology handles repetitive, time consuming tasks, freeing you up for the big picture stuff like brainstorming your next brilliant idea. So as you can see, it writes more in the first person, which is how I prefer to write when I write any blogs. Um, and it also definitely doesn't sound as bland as this other output that we have in the normal GPT. Yeah, so as you can see, definitely a different way of writing and much closer to my style. This is a great starting point. I can then go and edit this and inject myself into it to make it a little bit more human and more like me. But this is a great starting point, and it's definitely not as bad as the normal ChatGPT writing. So if I see anything in the writing that it produces that I don't like, I can always go back and just edit the GPT. And then it goes back to the editing screen over here where I can change the instructions up. I can even chat to it to say to it, I don't want it to be like this or output like this or that. And then it will change that up for me. Yeah, and then the last thing is if you need to find it, it will be listed in your sidebar over here. So you can always find it in future. So you just click on it and it'll start a new chat for you. So that's it for today. If you've enjoyed this process and the video, then please like and subscribe so we can get the algorithm notified. And also, if you have anything to say about this video, drop it in the comments below. I'll be checking. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.